Good morning, children. Now we'll study about the first order reaction example and then in the gas phase. Then first here you can see K is equal to 2.303 upon T log A0 upon A. This is for the first order reaction. For the first order reaction, the K, that is specific rate constant is equal to 2.303 upon T log A0 upon A. And then you have calculated the T half is equal to 0.693 upon K. Now for the zero order reaction, K is equal to A0 minus A upon T. And then the T half for the zero order reaction is A0 upon 2K. Then you also noted down the T half 2 and K is constant. Then we can write T half is directly proportional to A. Now for the first order reaction, T half is equal to 0.693 upon K and it is independent of the molar concentration of the reactant. So when we compare the first order zero order reaction, T half is directly proportional to A0 and here the T half is directly proportional A raised to the power 0, that is equal to 1. So for the general reaction, when we find out the in general for a reaction of nth order, so nth order is T half is directly proportional A0 raised to the power 1 minus n. Then we can write that T half is directly proportional to 1 upon A0 n minus 1. Now this for the zero order. Now for the first order reaction. Now integrated raw for the first order reaction in gas phase. So then we will study when the reactant are present in the gas phase and the product are also present in the gas phase. So there is change in the pressure because we can write the concentration of the gases is directly proportional to its pressure. So when the gases are present in the reactant as well as in the product, then there is the change in the term of the concentration. We write here the pressure. So one example is here order gas phase reaction. This is for first order reaction. General first order reaction in gas phase. That is A changes into B plus C. That means A is one reactant that will break down into B and C. And all are gases. A is a gas, B is also a gas and C is also a gas. Then we can write when T is equal to 0, then the pressure of the A is represented by P0 and then there is no pressure for the B and C because time is equal to 0, reaction yet not started and that's why the pressure of the B and C is also 0. So I am repeating that T is equal to 0, the pressure of the A is P0 in atmosphere and the pressure of B and C is 0. Now we put T is equal to T. Then the some part of the A will decompose and then it will form the two product B and C. Now P0 minus P is the pressure, final pressure after time T. The P0 minus P and the P is the pressure for the B and C. Suppose P is converted into B and C, the pressure of B is also P and C is also small p, then the pressure of the A is P0 minus P. So now we can find out the total pressure. According to the Dalton's law of partial pressure, we can find out the total pressure. We apply here the Dalton's law of partial pressure. So the total pressure we need. Total pressure of the reaction mixture after time T, then it is represented by PT. PT is equal to P0 minus P. That is the pressure of A. The pressure of B is P and the pressure of C is also P. The total pressure is P0 minus P plus P plus P. that is P will be cancelled here. So you will get P0 plus P atmosphere. This is the total pressure after the time T. So we have to find out what is the value of P, small p. So we can find out the value of a small p by putting the P is equal to P total minus P0. P total is the pressure after time T. So P total minus P0. The pressure of A after time T. PA is equal to P0 minus P. The pressure of A is represented by PA, and then we can write after time T the pressure of A is P0 minus P is equal to P0. Now put the value of P here. P0 minus PT minus P0. You put the value of P from here. So PA is equal to P0 minus P is equal to P0 minus PT minus P0. And now we can write, when you open it, then you will get the 2P0 minus PT. P0 is the initial pressure and PT is the total pressure. So this is the relationship, this is the pressure of A. Now we can write the initial pressure of AP0 is directly proportional to the initial concentration of A, that is A0, that you have already studied. At the initial time T is equal to 0, the concentration was represented by A0. Now here we can write the initial pressure of A is directly proportional to the initial concentration of A, that is A0. And the pressure of A after time T, that is required for solving the equation. And this time T, that is PA, that is directly proportional to the concentration of A at time T. That is, we can write A. Clear? So we can write here the pressure after, that is represented by P, concentration at time interval T, that is represented by represented by A. So now we can find out the pressure for the reaction. Now we substituting the values, substituting these values in the first order reaction, because we can, you know the reaction expression, K is equal to 2.303 upon T log A0 upon A. A0 is directly proportional to P0, and A can be represented by this term PA is equal to. So this is the PA. So we can write 2.303 upon K log P0 upon PA. PA is 2P0 minus PT. So that is the value for the PA, that is the pressure of A after time T is represented by PA. So after time T you can write the pressure is PA, and that is directly proportional to the concentration of A after time T. So we can write here P0 upon 2P0 minus PT. Now we will solve some numerical based on this. Now this is the first order reaction. A rate constant, that is K, is given 1.15 into 10 to the power minus 3 second inverse. On the basis of the unit you can say whether this is a first order reaction or a zero order or a second order reaction. If the unit is only second inverse, that means it is a first order reaction. Then how long will 5 gram of this reactant take to reduce to 3 gram? So we have to find out the time required for the conversion of 5 gram to 3 gram. So now the K is given as 1.15 into 10 to the power minus 3. A0 is given 5 gram and A is given 3 gram. Now we can write the expression T is equal to 2.303 upon K log A0 upon A. Then we can write here 2.303 upon 1.15 into 10 to the power minus 3 log 5 upon 3. Then we can write 2 into 10 to the power 3 log 1.667 by solving 5 upon 3. So it is 2 into 10 to the power 3 into 0.229, that is the log value of this. So it is equal to 2 into 10 to the power 3 into 0.229, this is equal to 443.8 second, or you can write it is 444 second. So this is on the basis of the values given. Specific rate constant is given, and then the initial concentration of the reactant is 5 gram, and then the concentration after time t is 3 gram, and when you put the values here and you solve it, then the answer will be 444 second. Now the another example is based on to 5 mark for the rate constant. We have to find out the rate constant. Find rate constant for the decomposition of SO2Cl2 if T half is given 60 minutes. It is very simple because you know the relationship. K is equal to 0.693 upon T half. So it is very simple. 0.693 upon 60 is equal to 1.55 into 10 to the power minus 2. Then we will write here minute, because the time will be in minute, that is given. Don't convert the time into the second or it is given in year. Then don't convert it. You just write the unit here. So the unit will be the minute inverse for this reaction. So we can find out the rate constant for this reaction. Now this is the question. This is from your the textbook. And now show that for a first order reaction, the time required for 99% completion of a reaction is twice the time required to complete 90% of the reaction. This is from your textbook. Now for a first order reaction, we can write T is equal to 2.303 upon K log R0 upon R, that is the reactant, R upon R0 upon R. When the reaction is 99% completed, R is equal to R0 minus 0.99 is equal to 0.01 R0. Now when the reaction is 90% completed, R is equal to R0 minus 0.9 is equal to 0.1. Now we can write here this T99% upon T90% is equal to 2.303 upon K log R0 upon 0.01 R0 upon 2.303 K log R0 upon 0.1. That means we are comparing. So everything will be cancelled. You will get log 10 to the power 2 upon 10. So that is equal to 2. When you compare it, that is equal to 2. That is 4.606 upon K into K upon 2.303 is equal to 2. So that is the double of that reaction. So in this way we can solve the numerical problem based on first order reaction. Now then the next question, that is based on the pressure. That today you have studied about the pressure. So now the question is for the decomposition of azoisopropane to hexane and nitrogen at 543 Kelvin. The following data is obtained. The time is given second, 0 second, 360 second and 720. And the pressure in atmosphere 35, 54 and 63. 0, 35, 360, 54 atmosphere and 720 is 63. Now calculate the rate constant. You have to calculate the rate constant for this question. The decomposition reaction is of gaseous nature, and the expression of the rate equation can be written as K is equal to 2.303 upon T log Pi upon P initial upon 2 Pi minus Pt. The rate constant for 360, K is equal to 2.303 upon 360, 35 upon 70 minus 54. Then you will get 2.303 upon 360 log 35 upon 16. This is equal to 2.3 upon 360 log 2.187. It is equal to 2.17 into 10 to the power minus 3 second inverse. Now rate constant after 720, that is K720, 2.303 upon 720 log 35 upon 670 minus 63. Then it is equal to 2.303 upon 720 log 5. So 2.303 into 0.699 upon 720 log 5. Then it is equal to 2.24 into 10 to the power minus 3 second inverse. So on both the time we can find out the value of K, that is the rate constant for this reaction.